Hello, I'm Rachel Burgess and I own Rachel Burgess Bridal Boutique. I'm a bespoke little boutique based here in the seaside town of Penarth, surrounded by lovely coffee shops and lots of independent, exclusive businesses, only 10 minutes outside of Cardiff. From what I've found, going into some of the bigger shops and department stores looking for a wedding dress can be quite an intimidating experience. It's quite overwhelming. There's an hour, got to find that dress within the hour, and I feel that's quite a lot of pressure on a bride. What I like to offer here in the boutique is a different experience really, and it's only based on my experience of being a bridesmaid 7 times. So I've sat in a lot of shops and I've seen that what things really work really well, and I've just wanted to create something maybe a little bit different, and so I just have the little space that is here in the boutique, and if somebody wants an appointment, then I offer an hour and a half to 2 hours. I shut the boutique, we draw the curtains so it's private, we have tea, we have cake, and we just dress up and we play. And they can try on any different types of dresses that I have here, so ranging from the short little vintage numbers through to the big international name designers. There's absolutely no pressure whatsoever, but I really think it's important to offer a bride an environment that's just relaxed, that they can bring their close friends and family members who offer valid opinions, because that's really important. And it's just me and my colleagues, and we just have fun with no pressure, and they can just dress up and we'll just hopefully find them the perfect dress. Why I feel that the boutique is unique is because I have a completely different collection of dresses in here. I have a vintage range, I have a range that are made by Welsh designers, which is something that's quite close to my heart. I think there are absolutely fantastic international name designers, but also we've got such talent here in Wales, and I'd really like to give those women the opportunity to showcase their beautiful gowns, as well as some huge international name designers, which is great. It gives another angle of dresses for people to try on. In the boutique, we understand that every bride is completely different and they're after a completely different dress. So therefore, I like to think that we might have here what they're after. So if I talk you through some of the dresses that we have, for example, starting in our vintage range, we have a beautiful 1950s vintage lace dress, sweetheart neckline, and she sits off the shoulders. Something really different, really unique. We can puff her out with some underskirts underneath in any colours, and with a killer pair of shoes, I think she can look absolutely fantastic. And then working through to another vintage, but again a little bit of a different dress by Amanda Wakely. Really light pink with this beautiful sequin detail. Maybe good for a beach wedding or looking at something in the winter with a beautiful wrap. She's one of my favourites. And then moving on to our handmade by the Welsh designers, this is Zara, a beautiful heavy lace and ivory dress with a beautiful sash which matches a headpiece. She's got a stunning plunge back, so something a little bit cheeky to look at, and an absolutely beautiful train with beading edging. The dress sums up the vibe of the day, but personally I think it's really important that those brides are in a dress that represents them and their personality. I don't think it's fair if they turn up in something that we kind of go, beautiful, but where's she gone for today or something. It's actually really important to me that she looks like herself and she is just wearing an amazing dress for her day. I have a lot of accessories in here as well, which are all handmade by Welsh designers. Some really unique headpieces that have vintage pearls and vintage buttons, which is really popular at the moment. Birdcage veils, just something a little bit different. A beautiful pearls collection from Morley Langston, who's a London jeweller. We work really closely, and the pearls are just a little bit more chunkier, just a little bit more statement. Again, offering a lot more to brides than just the bridal vibe, to be honest. What I also like to offer here in the boutique is something a little bit different, such as our fabric handmade bouquets, again made by some of the fantastic Welsh designers, and it gives a different angle to a bouquet. They're all made with vintage lace, and we can customise the colours and the sizes of them, and I'm a little bit sentimental. I like to think you can keep your bouquet and you can hand it down for generations, and you can always then look at it and put it out on display. With regard to shoes, I like to have something a little bit different again. I think it's just a bit of fun if you have some really cool shoes underneath that wedding dress. So again, the Vivienne Westwoods, they might be my favourite, maybe something a little bit more sparkly. Or again, if they want a delicate, simple shoe, then we can look at customising it with some peacock feathers or bows or shoe clips. Again, another tip which is great for bridesmaids as well. So as well as accessories here, I like to be a little bit more practical and think of the other bespoke items that a bride might need. For example, Vivienne Westwood wellies, heart-shaped umbrellas, just thinking if they're going outside to have a photo shoot taken on their wedding day and maybe the ground's just a little bit wet, they put some really funky wellies on, the photographer's going to love it and they just have fun, and it's another angle for their wedding day. At the boutique, I like to think that we can also offer a support of other local businesses such as photographers, such as Simon Goff Photography, on the day support by Weddings by Elizabeth, cakes by Love, Peace and Cupcake, or if they need a makeup artist for their day, then Anne Beauty. Again, are fantastic local businesses based right here in Penarth who have a fantastic reputation, and that's something that's really important to me because they will help make that day a little bit more special for each bride. If you're a bride looking for something completely different, a unique experience and something with the wow factor, then pop in and see us and we'll be here to help you create the day of your dreams.